In this Blitz lesson, we're going to look at navigation buttons, and this is something I love to do. Makes your files look good and really stand out. So as you can see, you click on one of these buttons and it'll jump the rows down to a different section, and each section has its own data in it. So how do you set these up? It's pretty easy. If you right click on one of these buttons, go to Assign Macro and hit Edit, it'll bring up the Visual Basic editor, and this is where you will punch in all of the code. So very simply, each of these rectangles is referred to as rectangle 1, 2, 3, and 4, and the click means that this code will only execute when that rectangle gets clicked. And when it does, it'll scroll down to row 1000, 2000, 3000, etc. So it's pretty easy to edit once you've got them set up. Setting them up is also pretty easy. What you do, and I've got a little shortcut here to add the rows, and it doesn't work because I turned it off. You go to Insert, Add Shapes, create your little rectangle. I like to play around with the border a little bit, just make it a little make it look nice. Then you right click it, go to Assign Macro, and instead of Edit, it'll say New, and it'll pick the rectangle name, the shape name. You click New, and you just type in active window, scroll. In this case, we were doing scroll row, but this time we'll do scroll column. Let's say we send this to column number 8. You can just minimize that. And now you'll notice when you put your mouse over the rectangle, if it has code, it'll give you the little hand sign. If it doesn't, it'll give you the little arrow sign. I think it'll give you the arrow sign. Let's see. Yeah, it gives you a little arrow with the cross so you can move it around. But this gives you the hand sign to let you know that there's code there. And if you click it, bumps you however many columns to the right. And if you click it again, it doesn't do anything. It just, because you're already at that column. But if you were just slightly to the other side, you click it and it'll slap you back. So that's a real easy way to set up navigation buttons to move around. And you'll notice we've got freeze panes here. So that's one way of doing it, where you're just scrolling, you're basically just scrolling through the worksheet, and you've got freeze panes so that the top section acts as your menu. The other thing you can do is you can copy all of these, move them down, let's say, and put them here, and then go in and edit the code. So you've got buttons in, let's say, row 5, another set of buttons in row 995 or whatever, and those can help you navigate and bounce around. And by using the scroll row and the actually, let me copy this over. Using the scroll column and the scroll row, you can move anywhere you want around the worksheet. So that is your Blitz lesson. If you want to see the Excel file that we've got here, the sample file, and more information like this, you can join the school community that we have at school.com/ExcelAnalytica. See you on the next one.